Hey everyone! Welcome back to Alisa English, where we explore real life topics to help you level up your English. I'm Alisa.
And I'm Roger. Today's topic is one that often comes up in IELTS speaking and writing, crime and punishment.
Yep, we'll be talking about everything from petty crimes to justice systems and how society deals with criminals. As always, we'll include useful vocabulary, phrases, and even a couple of idioms. So stay tuned until the end.
Let's dive into it.
Chris, do you think crime is increasing in modern society?
Unfortunately, I do. Especially in urban areas, petty crimes like pickpocketing or vandalism seem to be on the rise. I guess it's partly due to economic stress and maybe even social inequality.
I agree. And with the rise of technology, we also see cybercrime becoming more common. From identity theft to online scams. It's scary how clever some criminals are getting.
Exactly. And it raises a bigger question. Is our criminal justice system equipped to handle modern crime?
That's a big issue. Some people argue that our current system is more about punishment than rehabilitation. They say it's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone. It doesn't solve the root cause.
That's a good point. Sometimes I think we focus too much on locking people up and not enough on helping them change. But on the flip side, there are repeat offenders who commit the same crimes again and again.
True. I think for minor crimes, community service or counseling could be more effective than jail. But for violent crimes, we do need strict penalties. People need to feel that the law has teeth.
Right. If you do the crime, you do the time, as they say. That's an idiom we use to say you should face the consequences of your actions.
And that brings me to another one. Justice is blind. It means the law should be impartial, treating everyone the same regardless of their background.
Nice. But in reality, justice isn't always blind. Wealthy people often get better lawyers and lighter sentences, while the poor may get stuck in the system.
That's true. And it's one reason why some people lose faith in the system. The gap between what's legal and what's fair is sometimes huge.
Absolutely. And don't forget white-collar crime. Crimes like fraud or embezzlement. They might not be violent, but they can cause serious damage.
Yeah, and they're often harder to detect. Plus, the punishment is sometimes minimal compared to what a thief or burglar might get.
So do you think tougher laws deter crime?
It depends. Deterrence works only if people believe they'll get caught. In some countries with harsh penalties, crime rates are still high.
Which makes me think maybe education is the long-term answer. Teaching people from a young age about right and wrong and giving them opportunities might help prevent crime in the first place.
Couldn't agree more. A society that invests in education, healthcare, and social support probably won't have as much crime in the long run.
Yeah, in the end, crime isn't just about bad people, it's also about broken systems.
That's deep, Chris. Well said.
All right, before we wrap up, let's go over today's key vocabulary, phrases, and idioms. You can write these down or replay this part to remember them better.
Let's wrap things up by looking at 5 new vocabulary words from today's conversation.
We'll explain what they mean and show you how to use them in real-life situations.
So get ready to boost your vocabulary. Here we go.
Cybercrime, illegal activities carried out online. Example, cybercrime has increased significantly with more people shopping online.
Rehabilitation. The process of helping someone return to a normal life after committing a crime. Example. The goal of prison should be rehabilitation, not just punishment.
Repeat offender, a person who has committed a crime more than once. Example, he's a repeat offender, so the judge gave him a longer sentence.
White-collar crime. Nonviolent crimes usually committed by professionals. Example. Embezzlement is a common white-collar crime.
Deterrence, the act of discouraging an action through fear of punishment. Example, some people believe capital punishment is a form of deterrence.
Now, let's take a closer look at some of the common phrases we used in today's conversation.
These are expressions that native speakers use all the time, and they'll really help you sound more fluent and natural.
Try to remember them and use them in your own speaking. They're super useful. Petty crimes, minor crimes like shoplifting or graffiti.
Criminal justice system, the legal system responsible for law enforcement.
Strict penalties, harsh punishments given for breaking the law.
Lose faith in the system, stop believing in fairness or justice.
The law has teeth. The law is strong and enforceable.
All right, now it's time for one of our favorite parts, idioms. These are fun and colorful expressions that native speakers use all the time.
Yeah, they might sound a bit strange at first, but once you get the hang of them, they really make your English sound more natural.
Let's take a look at two idioms we used in today's conversation and learn how to use them in real life.
If you do the crime, you do the time. Meaning, if you break the law, you must face the consequences. Example, he knew the risks. If you do the crime, you do the time.
Justice is blind, meaning the law treats everyone equally without bias. Example, ideally, justice is blind, but money and power can change that.
That was a great talk, Alisa. Hopefully, this helps everyone prepare better for their IELTS speaking or writing test.
Definitely. If you enjoyed this video postcard, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about crime and punishment in your country?
Until next time, take care and keep learning.
Bye.